A common comparison seen recently is between XRP's yearly performance and the S&P 500. At first glance, the S&P may appear more stable or more rewarding. However, these two belong to completely different categories. The S&P 500 is a long-established index consisting of mature companies with decades of stability. It generally moves within predictable, historically consistent ranges. Hey guys! Welcome back to Whiteboard Crypto Update. In today's video, we will talk about XRP. So be sure to stay focused, as you surely don't want to miss out on this. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell so you never miss any of our uploads. Please remember, this is not a financial advice video. XRP, however, is part of the cryptocurrency sector, an emerging market known for high volatility. Unlike traditional markets that evolve slowly, early-stage digital assets often experience rapid cycles driven by regulation, adoption, technology, and market psychology. This volatility does not guarantee gains or losses. It simply reflects the early nature of the sector. Understanding this distinction removes the unrealistic expectation that XRP should behave like a mature index. When evaluating XRP from a neutral standpoint, two layers can be examined: the market behavior and the technology adoption. The first layer is market behavior, which includes normal buying and selling activity across retail and institutional participants. In any asset class, market cycles are influenced by factors such as liquidity, sentiment, economic conditions, and large-scale accumulation or distribution. Cryptocurrencies amplify these effects due to lower overall market capitalization compared to traditional finance. This often results in short-term fluctuations that do not necessarily represent long-term fundamentals. The second layer is technology adoption, which is a major part of XRP's long-term narrative. XRP was designed for fast, low-cost cross-border transfers, liquidity support, and settlement efficiency. Whether or not these functions become widely adopted depends entirely on decisions made by financial institutions, regulatory bodies, and infrastructure providers. Adoption is not guaranteed and occurs at different speeds across regions, industries, and economic systems. However, the technological design itself positions XRP as a tool aimed towards solving inefficiencies in existing payment systems. Regulatory clarity has been a major talking point in XRP discussions. While regulatory developments influence market confidence, the process is complex and can take time. Recent outcomes in legal contexts have provided partial clarity, but full regulation for the digital asset industry remains an evolving landscape. No one can guarantee how fast or slow regulatory frameworks will develop, but monitoring these changes offers a realistic view of where the ecosystem may be heading. A significant observation in the digital asset market is how large investors often operate differently than smaller investors. Institutional players may use OTC over-the-counter channels or dark pools to acquire or reduce positions. These methods are normal in traditional finance as well and simply reflect a preference for large transactions without impacting market prices. Their activity does not guarantee a future outcome. It only highlights that different participants use different tools. Across social media platforms, market negativity can spread quickly. Emotional reactions appear frequently, especially in periods where prices remain stagnant or decline. One example is when individuals express regret about not entering the market at lower prices. However, from a strictly mathematical perspective, the total quantity of an asset held has a greater effect on potential exposure than the exact entry price, though exposure itself does not guarantee future results. This understanding helps separate emotional reactions from practical evaluation. When discussing long-term potential, some people reference historical examples from traditional markets where early-stage companies or technologies were initially misunderstood. These examples are useful only for illustrating how early skepticism is common, not for predicting performance. The past behavior of unrelated companies or industries cannot determine what XRP or any digital asset will do. Instead, it reminds observers that markets often misinterpret early innovations. XRP continues to develop partnerships, integrations, and technological enhancements. These developments do not assure price movement, but provide context for understanding how the ecosystem is expanding. The relationship between utility adoption and market value is not instant. It unfolds over time and depends on numerous external factors. For individuals following XRP's journey, 1. The technology, 2. The use cases, 3. The regulatory environment, 4. The market conditions, 5. And the overall industry direction. By focusing on these elements instead of speculation, a clearer picture emerges. This picture is not about predicting gains or guaranteeing outcomes, but understanding where XRP fits within the evolving digital economy. Removing emotion from analysis allows a more neutral and realistic perspective. Market cycles will come and go, opinions will continue to shift, and narratives will rise and fall. Through all of this, the only reliable approach is to stay grounded in facts and avoid assumptions that promise specific financial results. In conclusion, XRP remains a digital asset with an established use case, an active development ecosystem, ongoing institutional interest, and evolving regulatory context. None of these factors guarantee growth or decline, but they help explain why discussions around XRP continue. Whether someone is optimistic, cautious, or undecided, the risk-free, factual approach is to observe the data, understand the technology, and avoid making decisions based on fear or hype. This ensures a clear, balanced view of XRP's current standing in the broader financial landscape. Well, guys, that's all we have for you today. What are your thoughts on XRP? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, then be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again in the next video. Goodbye.